Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the last time into the Flying Cup right now. I'm most likely not going to showcase any more teams for this cup, even though I mean you have already a best team review there and we already have like very good teams on the channel. So yeah, this is going to be the last one for the Flying Cup, as this is not really the most, I don't know, interesting cup to look at most likely. But we have a fun team here. We have our Ho-Oh in the back with the hidden power electric, which is super rare. Like you only have like a few hidden powers that would be worth it for this cup, and hidden power electric is of course like super effective against stuff like Aerodactyl, where for example the Incinerate wouldn't be super effective. Hidden power ice would be most likely a little bit better, especially like as like people usually won't swap in their Skarmory against you, but like this you at least have something against, for example, a Mantine here. Which would get double super effective damage from this. You see sometimes myself using a Shadow Lugia, sometimes a normal Lugia. Yeah, I kind of mix it up a little bit. You see like the IVs from the Shadow one on the right side, I think. So yeah, depending on what you see. Like I played this team over 2 days with like different times and just had nothing else to do. So I had like in total, I think 40 battles with this team. Did it went well? Definitely not. Do you see the hole in this team? I actually didn't think about this hole prior, but if you see it, let me know. I think you're gonna know it anyway already. We have nothing for Molga, we have nothing for any electric type, which is not the best idea I think in this cup right now, which made it a little bit more awkward. And yeah, it still was fun to play with it. Don't get me wrong, it was fun to play with it. But yeah, you see here a lot of wins, or like in general like most of the wins, but there were a lot of losses that I also cut out. So like I'm always honest with you, like if I have a good team, I say it's a good team. If I have a bad team, I say it's a bad team. This is not a good team. And I don't want to like make the illusion that this is like the team that you have to use right now. No, it's more like fun. I wanted to try out Lugia and Ho-Oh and see how good they are, especially the Ho-Oh, as I have one with a good hidden power, which is very rare. So like I want to see how it goes. Skarmory Elite I really hate, because I kind of want my Ho-Oh against this thing, and like I don't know, like this mirror with like Steel Wing is so weird. We just gotta go for the Sky Attack here, trying to get some damage on my opponent, and the Sky Attack on hit. And actually, like I don't know, this matchup is so super weird. Like I think 2 Sky Attacks is the right move. He goes for Brave Bird there. I don't really know. I survived this. I can get a shield here from him. And we're gonna be able to see the Altaria coming in, which we have the super effective Dragon Tail from my Lugia against him, which is pretty cool. Our Lugia is just in the shield. I don't know, did you see that? Also kind of weird. Also, like I think shield looks inconsistent recently, like not the shielding itself, but how the shield gets displayed, which is funny. Like I had several times where the shield was like covering my entire screen. Now like my Lugia was inside the shield. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, it's just a visual, so I don't really care too much, but it's funny. We see the Aerodactyl in the back, and of course we're gonna get completely swept by this thing now, as even though our quick moves are super effective there, there's not a lot that my Ho can do there. Still not the best matchup either. We see the Skarmory against us again, not something that I really want to face. But we see my opponent throwing immediately, so I can now go for the Brave Bird and then dip, which is what I'm gonna do here now. Brave Bird can come through, should put him below half health, and we can go into our Lugia, which should be able to get to another move in time, but they go into their Aerodactyl. This is the thing anyway with this team, like you have the worst Pokemon for Aerodactyl basically in the back there with the Ho, like you don't really want to face the Aerodactyl on that thing. So getting this out with the Lugia, which can still get a shield and get some nice damage on him, is pretty valuable, as we're gonna be able to shield up this Rock Slide from my opponent, as we can farm him down. What do we have in the back? We see the Molga in the back. Yeah, you could imagine most likely how this battle is gonna go. We're gonna see the shield from my opponent. I'm just gonna go into my Ho-Oh, and I hope that my Ho-Oh can do something, but it doesn't really seem like this. We can go for the Discharge. They swap into their Skarmory, and what are they doing? Why did they do this? Does this KO us? They go for the Sky Attack, doesn't KO. We can farm down, and we can go for the Brave Bird against the Molga. Is this enough to KO my opponent? We gotta see, it does enough damage, like more than 70% or whatever. It was resisted against a very bulky Molga. It does so much damage, it's insane. This was definitely the best game that I had with this team. It was hilarious to see this. But yeah, we have the Altaria against us now in the lead there, which is something that I really want to face with my Lugia here right now. As we can go for one Sky Attack, we can get some nice damage with our super effective Dragon Tail against it. We get the shield from the opponent. And there you go into the Emolga, which is of course for me good. Like, my best bet against Emolga is actually the Dragon Tail damage from the Lugia, which we're gonna just like take there. We're just gonna go for one Sky Attack, trying to get him low. Can we get to another Sky Attack in time? I think we're gonna shield this up. We have to shield this up. Why did I not shield this up? I think I tried to farm down with the Ho. I don't think this works. But like, I don't think this works. Please, hello? Did I make a mistake there? I think I made a mistake there. They swap out. Maybe it would have worked, who knows. I don't think it would have worked though, to be honest. We see the Aerodactyl doing a lot of damage already against my Ho-Oh, which is not really cool. We were forced to throw there. As they go into the Altera, can we get to a move in time? We cannot, as they throw their move. I don't know. Like, I don't know if we could have won this somehow. Actually, if I swapped out earlier against the Ho, we would have won this game, which is kind of sad. As they are not at the move yet, and I would have been able to farm down there. If I was faster at swapping there, I would have won the game. That was kind of on my part, to be honest. I definitely could have been able to win this. Also, my phone temperature is very high. I don't know why, but this happens a lot of times when I play Go Battle League recently. Like, also my phone loses so much more, what's it called, like, fuel. I'm stupid. I forgot the name for it. Battery, I guess. Battery life recently. Definitely fuel. I always put like fuel on my phone. But yeah, like it always loses like so much energy. Recently playing Pokemon Go. I don't know what's wrong there. I don't think it's my phone because my phone is like half a year old. A little bit more than half a year old. I don't know. Very weird. We can go for one for one Brave Bird here, and we actually get the damage on this Emolga. We should be able to farm down. We got the extra Dragon Tail through, which is amazing. But I think my opponent just gonna give this on. No, we're actually gonna be able to farm down. That's cool. We see the Aerodactyl. We try to farm down with the Dragon Tail there, and we can take this move. Can we take this move? He's not Shadow. We can take this move, and we're gonna be able to win this game here really barely. Good getting there to my opponent. We're gonna fuel up our phone again against this Gyarados as we're gonna swap out into a Lugia. Of course, our Pokemon back, the Ho-Oh, gonna have now double super effective quick moves against this thing, which is hilarious. I hope that we're gonna see this later on. I don't know yet. There you go for the Crunch. I don't think that's the right move, to be honest. They just go into their Emolga, and I have to shield this up now. This is kinda bad, to be honest, as we're gonna be able to go for one Sky Attack now, getting him very low, but yeah, it doesn't look too good, to be honest. We get actually, like, they let it go, which is nice. I'm gonna be able to catch the move on the Skarmory. I have one move stored. I know that I survived this move pretty easily. I can farm down, but they can go into their Aerodactyl. Why? I don't know why they did this, to be honest. I still have a move stored on my Lugia, which I should be able to get off now. Like, this was definitely a misplay by my opponent. Yeah, Sky Attack gonna KO him here. We're gonna be able to do some nice damage here, and we can go for one nice Hidden Power Electric. Completely demolish this Gyarados. Imagine being a Gyarados and you lose to a Hidden Power Electric Shadow Ho in Flying Cap, like... It kind of made my day. We see another Aerodactyl here, which just wants to stay in, which I'm totally okay with, as my backline is very weak to it. As we see the Emolga coming in there, I expect them to shield, so I'm just gonna go for the Sky Attack, as they're gonna shield it up, and we're just gonna go now into our Lugia, which can do some nice damage with the Dragon Tail, but we see the Skarmory coming in. Can we get the boom off? We can boom him, and we get him very low, which should put him into range for my Ho-Oh. But why do I shield here? I guess I needed it for... I don't think this was the right play. Yeah, I tried to farm down there. Nah, that was not the right play. I should have just let it go and went into my Ho-Oh. That was kind of not so smart, as they're going to be able to get to a move now. I don't think I would have won either way, but this was definitely not the way to win this anyway, as we're just gonna give up here now. Gliscor on the lead. Totally okay for me, as this thing actually has Fury Cutter here, which is crazy, but it gets the move so fast that this matchup is actually not even the best matchup. Like, I didn't expect it to be that bad, but like, it's actually not good. We see the Skarmory coming in. They sadly have the better quick move here in this scenario with the Air Slash, which is kind of bad because it generates energy faster and does more damage to me. As we can go for at least one Brave Bird here. I'm most likely gonna get the shield back. I hope they threw there as well at the same time. They didn't, but they throw no for whatever reason. I'm not gonna ask. as we should be able to get some farm down there with the Lugia. No, we go into our own Skarmory and farm down with the Steel Ring there, which gonna be able to get like a lot of energy out of him, and we can see the Gliscor coming in there. We have the Skarmory already in range for our Lugia. We can go for a move there. I should let this go. Maybe I should have swapped out here. I swap out here. Oh, I'm actually swapping out. That was smart. And we see the Aerodactyl coming in there. So I guess wasn't that smart, as we're gonna lose this match now. There's nothing we can do. There you get the shield there. We get him very low, but yeah, we have a Moose Dot here. But like, yeah, this is resisted. Like, wow, what's supposed to happen here? It actually KOs, and we can just barely farm on the Skarmory. This is what happens here. Good game to my opponent. Next up, we're gonna have Skarmory against Skarmory. What a nice mirror match, which you always love to see, as this is the most exciting thing that you're ever gonna see in the Go Battle League. I mean, it's actually fine. Like, it's actually not that bad as it looks like. Of course, everything is resisted. Of course, it's kind of slow, but it's not like a Bastion against Bastion matchup, or even better, the Chansey vs Chansey matchup. But we see here now the Aerodactyl coming in. We baited out correctly, which is good. We can get a shield from him. We should be able to farm down at the end with our nice boy Skarmory here. As we have to shield, of course, again, but we should be able to get rid of this boy. He goes for the Rock Slide, and we farm all the way down. We have a Sky Attack loaded. We should go for the Sky Attack immediately. We see the Molga coming in. We go for the Brave Bird, actually. Does he let this go? He does let this go, and we're gonna be able to get some nice damage on with our Ho-Oh. We get the one move through, which is amazing. Can we actually still close this match with our Ho-Oh? We can't, as they're gonna be able to KO us now, just barely. We need one more turn to do the damage which we needed to do, and we're gonna be able to lose this match, you know, sadly. But it's fine. Ho-Oh nearly got it at least. It's always a little bit awkward against Emolga. You see a lot of Emolga matchups. Of course, here we see the wrong Ho-Oh here. That's basically an imposter Ho-Oh, as we see the Aerodactyl coming in there, which is very good for us, as we can now avoid seeing this thing against our own Ho-Oh, and we have something for the Talonflame with our own Ho-Oh in the back. As we also gonna let the move now go through against our Skarmory, as he is not the Shadow version, as we are full health. We can easily tank on Rock Slide, as we can farm all the way down. They're gonna go into their Talon, and I'm just gonna, like, I cannot swap out yet because like Switch Cloak, of course, not aligned. We're gonna shield this up as we have a Moose Sword, and we go into our Ho-Oh, seeing how much damage we do with our hidden power here. It's kind of amazing, as they are now definitely in range for me to KO them, as they go into their own Altaria, and this game is over. There's not a lot that I can do anymore. Altaria was like basically the Pokemon that I didn't want to see in the deck. I had a pretty decent matchup there before, but like Altaria, yeah. We see some other Spice Lord here with the Braviary, which I thought had close combat, but it turns out it had a Rock Slide, which is like stupid that I shield here, but I thought I had like close combat and didn't want to get the damage on me. Yeah, close combat was like the other bird, Staraptor or whatever, so not the right bird. We see the Shadow Ball coming through there for whatever reason. Go for foul play, go for whatever other move you go for, but like I actually never see why you would run Shadow Ball on this thing. I don't think there's any real reason for it, but yeah, if my opponent has fun with it, that's fine. I don't have fun with it, as my opponent basically denies me the entire time, which really cost me the match. Otherwise I could have shielded and I could have farmed my opponent down, but not like this, sadly, as we can go for one move here with our Skarmory. The Sky Attack comes through, KOs this thing, and we see the Dragonite come in the back. We're gonna be able to get to one Sky Attack, and we should be able to farm down with the Dragon Tail from our Lugia, as this is gonna do super effective damage, and he's Shadow, we are Shadow. We're gonna be able to shield up this move. Gonna be the Dragon Claw, and we see my opponent goes back into the Braviary, which you're gonna be able to KO with one Sky Attack. Yeah, good game there. And into the final match here, we see Skarmory against Emolga. I love to see it, of course, very annoying to deal with, as they go into their Skarmory, and this doesn't really look too good for us right now. I have no idea how we are supposed to win this. Most likely we won't win this, but this is fine, as this team is definitely tough to play with and definitely more for fun. But it's cool to see like stuff like the Ho-Oh having some, I mean like some play, like it doesn't really have that much play, but it's funny to use. It's like the interlude season. We don't have to go full serious and say, oh wow, this is the best meta team, which I already showcased anyway. I'm most likely gonna play my team that I already showcased prior for the rest of the Flying Cup, as yeah, it's just a very good, easy way to get a lot of starters, which I like, and we're just gonna forward here anyway. So thanks for watching, see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and yeah, bye.